this is Rolly, and I met him here in our seminar in Dubai. And he was telling me that some years ago, I think that was about maybe 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah, 8 years ago.
You joined the Truly Rich Club,
Yeah.
and then
Then from there, I got an idea how to diversify things, opening a new opportunities. Yeah.
So tell me, what are the businesses that you put up?
Yeah, I currently employed in Ayala lang, and then from there, so nag-start ako ng tailoring shop,
Tailoring shop,
and then now I have a restaurant.
restaurant.
That would be soon in Dubai.
Soon in Dubai. All right.
Yeah, and then we're working with the Filipino-owned medical center.
Wow.
So I hope God blessing.
I love talking to guys like Rolly because many Filipinos, they come here just to be employees, and there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. It's wonderful that you start working, but then what I want to do is I want to challenge Filipinos to not just stay where they are, but to kind of like look around and find ways. Maybe there's a bigger world out
Yes,
there for
sir.
people, and
Right.
you did that. You opened those doors, and you started small, and here you are. You're able to establish these businesses. You're still selling real estate.
Yeah.
And so there, just amazing. Great stories. Great stories. I pray that you get encouraged. I pray that Rolly's life inspires you. And this is Alan, also an entrepreneur here in Dubai. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Alan.
Well, Badabo, I've been working for almost 12 years as an engineer by profession. But at the same time, may mga na-establish kami mga company to the community of OFW kasi it's time for some OFW community to be on the next level, which is yung entrepreneurship tinatawag, which is probably one of the advocacy na pinupush namin yung grupo namin.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit of some of those ventures?
Some of the ventures we have is yung isang nag-construct longboat dito sa Ibeti Badabo, yung Artisans International.
Also, it's artisan, so you construct booths.
Yeah, we construct food. We are involved in exhibition stands.
All right.
Marketing.
That's great.
And currently, meron din kami mga restaurant na in-open dito.
Restaurants.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. So one of the restaurant we term it as Karindernita ng Sora. It's for kumbaga kainan ng mga bagong bayani.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much also.
Oh, you do also a lot of financial literacy.
Yes.
And
So we are currently involved with Money Talks UAE.
Yep.
It's partnership with Coach Randall Johnson as well.
Randall.
Yes.
Woo. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. And this is Francis, another entrepreneur here in Dubai. Tell me your story.
Yep,
Francis.
it started with the Financial Literacy Brotherhood that we would like to encourage our kababayan.
Yes.
And we're looking into how are we going to reintegrate back home. So that's our main goal, enable for us to give this advocacy. Makikilala na po yung expat entrepreneur. So while being an expat, you can be entrepreneur back home.
Yeah.
So we're inspiring them, enable for them to start on a small little ways to become entrepreneur. What we're doing is we do have I've established some restaurants back home, Hapchan. So Hapchan, and I've opened 4 Hapchans
Wow.
in 2016.
Oh,
in 1
that's
year
good.
alone. And then this year we're going to open Mesa in
Mesa.
Festival Mall,
Wow.
Alabang, and then there are upcoming projects, 3 more upcoming projects.
God bless you more.
And then thank you, Brother Bo. And what we would like to encourage is to start on their little own ways to become entrepreneur. Kasi this is a temporary lang.
That's right. OFWs, you're working wherever you are, it's temporary. I think that's a very strong message from Francis.
Yeah, and that's what we would like to encourage them to start, to invest, to save, enable for them to para mag-reintegrate na tayo. Ang ganda na ng ekonomiya natin sa Pilipinas. That's the basic of the expat entrepreneurship.
There you have it. It's possible. You can do it. Also, Francis, it breaks my heart when I hear about scams.
Yes.
Many OFWs fall into scams.
That's true.
And they lose a lot of their money. But, you know, there's really no instant thing. Like you know, some people, they look for instant stuff. You know, I'll put my money there, it will grow. With this scams promise big returns.
Big returns, yes.
But what you did was, you know, entrepreneurship, investments. It's slow. It's very steady but very slow.
That's true.
But ultimately, you'll make it happen.
At the end of the day, you need to put a goal, a purpose on all your investment,
Yeah.
enable for you not to be. At pag-aralan natin, and we need to study it. And it breaks our heart. That's why more and more financial advocates are coming out
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
doing the financial literacy, what
More,
you're being
yeah.
teaching us, enable for us to help,
Yeah.
to help our kababayan.
I mean, there are 1 million Filipinos here,
1 million.
so think about that. So the more financial teachers who are sound, you know,
That's
and
true.
that we bring here, so much the better.
And thank you for this opportunity that you're sharing your knowledge, you're sharing your experience as well, and be a role model to us. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Francis.
Thank you, brother.
There you have it.
Thank you. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi.
Thank you, Brother Bo. Very good. Hello.
So these are the volunteers who serve us and the children. It's amazing how this financial seminar, they have a children's ministry, so that the participants can come and bring their kids, and they're able to serve the kids. Amazing. Just the dedication of these servants are just amazing. Unbelievable. Okay, tell me your question again.
I just would like to know, how do you deal with challenges, especially when you're serving as a preacher,
Yes.
before you go to your congregation or before you give a talk?
Yeah.
How do you deal with the challenges? I mean,
Yeah.
it's very difficult for you to talk about faith when you yourself is having doubts.
That's right.
So how do you deal with that? How do you deal with that situation?
Yeah. You know, and it's very real. First of all, is to embrace whatever you're going through. So you're going through a lot of doubt, a lot of frustration because a prayer is not being answered.
Yeah.
And you're wondering, you know, why is God so silent? Why, you know, and so first of all is to admit that you're going through that. You know, don't deny it, you know, because then you won't be authentic on stage. When you're in front of people, authenticity always wins. So that's my first answer. My first answer is be real in front. You know, tell them, you know, guys, I'm not all made up, and I'm not all perfect, and you know, everything is rosy in my life. I go through struggles, and right now this is my struggle. I'm facing it, and so it's very, very important that sincerity is the key that unlocks the hearts of people. So that when you're in front of people, you need to be real, be sincere, be authentic. So that is so much better than faking it. Okay.
So it's like letting your emotions out in front of the crowd.
In one sense, you know, in one sense, admitting people, I'm going through some struggles.
Actually, that's what I'm doing every time that
Yeah.
I'm pag-reflection ako.
Yeah.
Like kung sinasabi sa mga audience, I always tell them that here I am speaking to you, although
Yeah.
I might sound hypocrite.
Yep.
But let me tell you this, I'm going through
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
I myself have questions and doubts.
And that is so powerful. Why? Truth is powerful. Truth is powerful, and it impacts people's lives because, you know, when people hear that from you, they'll say, "Oh, it's the same with me," and it gives them hope.
Yeah.
It gives them
inspires
hope.
Yeah.
It inspires them that you're real. Now, for you, my second answer is this: that to actually look at your history. You know, it was David who went through a lot of struggles like that. There was one point, you know, when he was with his tribe, not with his tribe, with his army, with a little band of men, and they went somewhere. You know, when they came back, you know what they found? They found the enemy had burnt their little camp, had kidnapped all their children and their wives. You can just imagine, you're David, you come back to that scene, you know, your all your houses are gone, your tents are gone, all burnt down, and then your children are kidnapped by the enemy. What do you do? The Bible says that and David inspired himself. How in the world do you do that?
I mean,
you know,
if it was me, I will panic, you know.
and not only that, you know, his men who came with him, when they saw that scene, they got angry at David. You can just imagine, all of a sudden you lost your house, you lost your camp, you lost your kids, you lost, and now even your most loyal men are angry at you. And at that point,
like
what
you almost lose everything.
Yeah. And that's what you need to do when you're frustrated, when you have doubts, when you're saying, Lord, why are you not answering my prayer? Inspire yourself by looking in the past and seeing how God was faithful to you in the past. That, let's say this one prayer was not answered, but look at the way He has blessed you. Look at the way He has provided for you.
Yeah.
Look at the way He has blessed your family. Look at the way He's put a roof over your head. Look at the way He has given you a job, you know. And look at your history and how God has been so faithful to you. And at the end of the day, that's the promise that God is giving to you. That in the same way that He has been faithful to you in the past, He's going to be faithful to you in the future. So, you know why we get discouraged? That's the exact verse that and David encouraged himself. And I believe that's how to encourage us when we go through our frustrations, when we go through our doubts. Look at your history and you will see the faithfulness of God. And He may not be answering that prayer. You know what? He may not even answer that prayer forever. But He will answer a better prayer. And holding on to God, that you know, our problems are, when you really think about it, you know, it's 10% of our life, and 90% of our life are blessings. And then if you look deeply into our problems, you realize that they're our biggest blessings. Our frustrations are our biggest blessings. Our doubts, the reasons why we have all these doubts, those reasons are our biggest blessings.
So much we're dying for. Never thought I'd find more. I didn't have to, but I'm so glad I found you. Put homies away, take all that's mine to take. I didn't have to, but I'm so glad I found you.
Thank you. Beautiful. Getting home? Thank you. Very good. Wonderful. You know what? There's such a joy being able to serve with you guys. I know that, but yung binibidyo ko lahat. Please tap somebody in the arm and tell that person, ang galing mo. amazing. 700 people. Kami nila Edward, ni Lawrence, we were talking a while ago, and we were saying, how were you able to do it? 700 people packed in one room and paying. It's not cheap. They paid, and they were there. And you're amazing. You made this all happen. All the people who brought the people there, and the way you. Natulog ba kayo kagabi?
30 minutes po. 30
Hindi
minutes.
masyado.
30 minutes po.
30 minutes?
Opo.
Talaga? Grabe.
Excited po.
Excited. Si Arman, 1 hour lang daw. Kaya wala siya, no? Ikaw, 30 minutes. God bless you more. And then I first time ko nakita na may truly rich seminar, may kids ministry. First time.
Good job.
Grabe. That was amazing. Just because you're dedicated, just because you wanted to help the participants, you want them to benefit from the seminar, so you offer that. Grabe. Thank you. You're amazing. Maybe I just have one simple word, one simple message for you. When I think about people like you, I only think of this one verse in the Bible. There's this verse that says, if you give a glass of cold water to one of my disciples, you will never lose your reward. And you've done so much. You've not only given a glass of cold water, you have taken care of their children. You have ushered them. You have sold them tickets and brought them here. You have done so much. So my word for you is this: you will not lose your reward.
Amen.
Your reward.
Praise God.
Yes, it's true. Sabi mo nga sa katabi mo, re-reward ka ni Lord. God will reward you. God will reward you. God will reward you. And in my life, I've experienced that so much. He has rewarded me profoundly. I started serving when I was 13 years old, 14, 15, serve ka lang, and many times puyat, many times walang bayad, many times, always walang bayad. Pero serve lang, until the age of 30, biruin mo for 18 years, walang bayad, puro pagod, puro pawis. Tapos minsan, you get criticized pa. Tapos may conflicts pa. Ba't ganon? May conflicts pa, and you're serving with a pure heart. But then along the way, you realize God rewards you. What kind of rewards? First of all, spiritual rewards. Your heart gets purer. And when your heart gets purer, that's the greatest reward, because you're getting ready for heaven. Amen?
Amen.
And second thing, your talents, your skills get better. And that's amazing. When your talents get better, you realize that you're being prepared for greater tasks, greater responsibilities. That's what they say, the reward of service is more service, but of a higher level, of a greater impact. Yes?
Amen.
And then third is, you begin to build relationships with people that will reward you forever. You will find lifelong friends. And then you're getting ready, your relationships get honed and shaped and purified, and you discover a family.
Amen.
So, alam mo, I just realized something. The people that I've served with nung teenager ako, hanggang ngayon kaibigan ko pa. And some of them are still part of Light of Jesus. Some of them, they joined another community, pero magkaibigan pa rin kami. And walang kaso sa amin. It's just we're with the Lord. And I really believe that the rewards of the Lord is that you get trained to love more, And I'm using that now as a husband and as a father. And it's blessing my family. So God rewarded me profoundly. And I know He will do the same to you.